What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Hope you're all doing well today. We are back on some TrackDayR today, and I'm still playing dev builds. Now, since the last video I've done this game, there has been so many updates. I think they're on dev build 61 at this point. Really good to see so many updates coming to the game. So obviously I'm going to focus on the MX side of things because that's what we're here for. We like our motocross. There's been a few updates. We've got the beginnings of in-air leaning now, so you have a little bit of maneuverability over the bike in the air. I've had a look through and had a quick feel. We've now got difficulty settings at the start of each race to choose from, and I always go for pro. I think it just makes the bike move a bit more. And we've got a new track as well, which is called BMX Sand. Now this track is actually Israel Sand from MX Simulator, and I've been told they did get permission to use it over here, so there's no like stealing and stuff going on. But it's actually really cool seeing that track being used in I think it's Unity rather than OpenGL. I think it's really cool. What I'm going to do first is, because I know a bunch of you would have watched my last video on this when I tried the Supercross track, I'm going to see how I do now with these new physics on Supercross, because if you remember last time, it was quite clunky. You know, every time, if you'd case a jump by the tiniest bit, all of your speed would be completely gone. And I'm interested to see just how things feel and how it reacts and how smooth everything is now. You can see straight off the bat, we've actually got some nice rider gear for a change. How do I look behind me? Oh, there we go. Still got a little bit of a funky animation here, but you have to remember, everything is all still very early days. And I'm just very fortunate to be in the position, getting tongue twisted, that I'm in to be able to test these games out. Let's see what these whoops are like, because they'd slow you right down sometimes. That was nice. That was actually really nice and smooth. So having a look at the leaderboards, I think I need like 2.5-ish seconds to get first place. MX Gamer is, I think he's a god at this game. I'm not sure how much time he spent, but he seems to be at most of the top of the developer/beta tester leaderboards, and I'm always close to the bottom. So I definitely need a lot more work, but we'll see how it goes. I'm going to run a couple laps just to see what I can do, and I suppose the goal is just need to try and be really smooth on everything. Now, I played this a couple days ago. Oh, you see, very loose on the traction there. Played this a couple days ago, and we've got it now so the gyro in the air works more. So obviously, if you open the throttle in the air, you guys know that you tend to get front wheel high, and vice versa, where if you like kind of grab the back brake, your front end will drop. They implemented that, however, it was so extreme. Like, I could barely touch my back brake and almost do a front flip. And I mentioned it to the devs. Literally the next day, they put out another build with it changed, and it's really promising, and it's nice to see as a consumer like myself. It's nice to see when the devs are like that interactive. And I don't think I needed a 46, I think, to be near MX Gamer. That's a 47.3. So I still need another second. What place does that put me? Let's have a look. Drum roll, please. I love this feature, by the way, where you can literally, when you're loading into the track, you can see what the next time is and who you need to beat. So I'm in P3. So I need, oh my god, I need like 0.7 to get second place, and then I think MX Gamer's on like a 46 flat, which is pretty nutty. But we're gonna go again. We're gonna do a few laps of this, and if I keep absolutely wadding myself, then oh, come on, drop the gate, and we're off. Yeah, if I keep wadding myself, oh, what is the? Hang on, what's all this about them? What's going on there, Mr. T-pose? As you can see, there's still some bugs that need fixing. But no, very happy really with the progress of this game, because it's not been quote-unquote mainstream for very long. I don't even know if you would still call it mainstream, but the guys, they're so on it, and they're not motocross guys by any means, but we've got a few of us in the dev testing chat that we know our motocross, and we know kind of what we want. Oh my god. Damage the chassis. That's one thing I asked for, is I asked to remove all of the like tyre wear and damage simulation from the time trial mode, because in my eyes, I feel like time trial should just be like the try-hard mode. You know, you shouldn't have to worry about fuel or tyres or damage or anything like that. You should just be able to absolutely go for it every single lap, pound laps out. You can change third-person camera angles now, so if I use the keyboard, the numbers 1, 2, and 3 just changes it all ever so slightly for me. I can change into some various cameras on here, although I still feel like third-person is my favourite. Just for me, at least, I feel like it helps me ride my best. I can see what the bike's doing underneath me. And one thing this game does seem to reward is like throttle control. It is quite easy to get the back end to step out in some of these corners, but I think you guys will all agree if you can compare this riding to the last video that I've done. Oh, move the bike in the air a bit. There we go. That was nice. It's a lot more fluid, than it used to be. And I did mention that on the track I'm going to show you as well. Actually, it's a sand track. That when you hit some of the bumps, for whatever reason, sometimes the bike will almost come to like a dead stop. It's like the impact kind of just hits you dead on rather than dispersing your speed forwards. Oh, I don't. Go on. Oh, not made it up there before. There we go. We get to have the cool animation where we go pick our bike up. Give me that. Gimme. Hop on. Change it down. Give her a cheeky little bump stop. And we're off again. I like that. I think that animation I think needs changing ever so slightly. I feel like it's a little bit long for the rider to get off the ground. I mean, you guys know if you've seen someone crash at motocross, they either stay on the ground forever because they're really bloody hurt, or they're basically up and running before the bike's even stopped. So I might make that suggestion, see if we can get that changed ever so slightly. One thing that I realised that I didn't do last time I covered this video on the motocross bikes is I didn't use the two-stroke. They've got a gas two-stroke bike in here as well, which is mostly for the enduros, and I realised that I rode this KTM for the enduros as well, which is quite stupid of me. I have no idea why I'd done that. I completely forgot that bike existed. But I'm gonna ride that bike actually on the sand track, which I'll do now because I don't think I'm going to beat that lap time. I think that was just a fluke. But if I move over to bikes over here, there's actually more bikes been added since last time I've done this as well. So this is the bike that I have been riding. It's a KTM. And then we've got this bike right here, which is a gas, I want to say like 300-ish. But this bike has been added in since last time. It's like a flat tracker 750, which is actually really fun to ride. You can literally just drift anywhere you want on any of the tracks. And then you've got your normal bikes, you've got your weird and wonderfuls. This 600, when I'm doing kind of GP stuff, this is my favourite bike. I feel like it's the best to control. And then you've got your supermotors and stuff. So literally, I mean, all aspects is in here. You got your small bikes as well for you boys that like your tiny, not pit bikes. I don't know what's the word, like mini GPs. Got a bloody moped for crying out loud. This thing is incredibly fun to ride on the road. I won't lie. So let's try out beta, and we're going to go back into time attack, and I'm going to load up this sand track. Let's have a look at the leaderboards again to see what I'm working with. I feel like my time's quite slow around here. Oh no, God, sorry, it's not gonna. It won't show up. I need to be on this bike for it to show up. Go back to the leaderboards, and we have got... If it's ever going to show me, BMX Sand, leaderboards, there we go. So I've got a 101, and again, MXWay Gamer, he is way above everyone else on a 54.9, that is ridiculous. I am going to go back onto the Enduro bike. I know it's not really what it's made for, as there is an Enduro track for it, but the bike itself, it sounds pretty damn sexy. And I just want to ride something else other than the KTM. And I'm going to be top of the leaderboards regardless, because I don't think anyone else has done this before. So I can kind of blag it and be like, I've got the world record on BMX Sand in TrackDayR. So let's go to track number 2. Oh, we are maxed out on this straight. Oh, a little bit framey right there. And you can see, so I feel... Oh, God, I forgot as well. Yeah, for some reason, every time when you jump on this bike, the rider leans all the way forwards, which is, I feel like a bug they have no idea exists yet, but I can't control that. So I'm leaning back in the air right now, and it still does it. So I will actually mention to that after this. I'm quite glad that I hop on every now and then just to get... I mean, at the end of the day, if I'm not doing anything else, I'm kind of just doing some dev testing. You can see how responsive the bike is if I kind of bang it on the throttle or slam on the brake in the air. It completely ignore the rider animations for now, because obviously that's not meant to be the case. But let's run over here. I might ask as well if they can implement like a sprint button. So when we're on the floor and trying to get back to our bike, if we can sprint towards it, I feel like that'd be quite nice to add. This track actually, it flows surprisingly well. You can tell there's still some funkiness here or there, like it doesn't 100% feel like dirt. I actually have it every now and then where my back tyres make like a screeching sound, as if I was riding on concrete. So you can tell there's still some changes to be made. However, as I say, very, very early days, and I'm just quite impressed with what we started with not so long ago. Like, I can't remember, when was the video that I made in this? Was it like a month ago at this point? I don't even know if it was that long ago, but yeah, to see how quickly they're developing things and pushing out builds constantly, it's really impressive, and I'm quite happy that they seem very enthusiastic The two guys that I know of that are the developers, at least. They seem very passionate is the right word I would use. So let me back out of this. I've given you kind of the gist of the motocross stuff. I'll show you the stuff that is actually like really cool. What the game was originally designed for is, let me go on. Oh god, what was the bike called that I literally just chose? It was these, wasn't it? So this was the moped. Yes, let's go rip a moped. Let's see how this goes. So the track that I actually really like is the Mazzano kart circuit. We'll bang it on pro. We'll go through here. I don't know what my lap time is on here. 20 I've not set a lap time apparently. I feel like I did. Maybe I force quit the game rather than playing it normally. But let's have a look. I actually quite enjoy playing in first person on these, so I'm going to quickly show a lap or so in third, just so you get the gist of it again. But yeah, I do enjoy my third person riding this. This thing's so weird. Like it'll be bogging its arse off, and then it'll suddenly just pop up on the back wheel. I just lean my arse right off the side. Oh god. Yeah, cranked over. This thing is so wild. I have got an invalid lap time already because I went straight off the track. Actually turns surprisingly well, but I suppose if you're hanging your body this far off the side of it, of course it's going to. And I'm not a massive road bike guy, and I know that you could make the argument that this isn't really road bikes. It's not GP. I'm on a bloody moped, for crying out loud. But stuff like this to me is just so fun. I could spend hours just riding around on this track. This track is incredibly fun as well. It's got to be my favourite one in the game. It's the Mazzano kart circuit. Crank her over. I want to get a lap time that counts because I keep barely going out of bounds, which invalidates my laps. It's getting used to all the different handling of all the bikes as well was quite difficult. I must have ridden like 5 different types of bike around this track by now, and so all your braking points, your turn-in points, they're all completely different for every single one. I am revving this thing within an inch of its life, Jesus Christ. We're on a burner right now. Oh, don't go off the track at the end. Go. Oh, that felt bloody quick. Hang on, I need to press continue. I want to see where I am on the leaderboards. That felt fast. 4th place already? Jeez! Oh, I was ripping. And I only need, that's less than 0.2 to third as well. That was really good. Really enjoyable. You know, I think that might wrap it up for me today, boys. If you've not got this game already, you can just get it through Steam. I honestly can't remember what the price of it is right now. Please do bear in mind, it is so early access. You know, like things are changing literally daily at this point. I'm not sure how often they're putting out actual public updates just yet, but on the development side of things, I've got like the dev / like beta access on Steam. It's literally daily. Every time I load up my Steam, it's like, oh, there's another update to TrackDayR. So 100% go and give it a go. There's so much to do, so much to choose from. You can even ride bloody baggers, for crying out loud. I'm sure this thing turns like a tank, but I'm sure there's a track for it. I need to go and see if there's like a flat track, like a speedway track to ride this bad boy around, because that would be nuts and a hell of a lot of fun. Maybe I'll save that for a future video. But I'm going to go and kind of give some feedback to the guys. I'm sure within a week they'll have kind of addressed everything that I've even mentioned in this video. And I hope you guys have enjoyed the video, most importantly. If you did, please do drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new. I hope you have a lovely rest of the day, whatever it is that you're up to, and until I catch you in the next video, peace.
I'm working hard, I'm sacrificing my life, I'm sacrificing my mind, I'm sacrificing my sanity, but most importantly, I'm sacrificing my time. Boy, I feel fine, I feel like I am a king. Honestly, I can't complain, even with faith that's the size of a grain of some salt, I will still move a mountain and do what I want, like I saw the